In the summer of 1385, the fate of Portugal hung by a thread. With the death of King Ferdinand and no male heir, the succession to the Portuguese crown became uncertain. John I of Castile, married to Beatriz, the only daughter of King Ferdinand, claimed the throne and proclaimed himself King of Portugal. But his ambition went beyond marriage. He sought to unite the two kingdoms under one crown, ending Portuguese independence. In 1384, he had already attempted to conquer Portugal by besieging Lisbon, but was firmly repelled. It was Dom John I of Portugal, master of avies, who led the resistance within the city, alongside Nuno Alvares Pereira. The victory in Lisbon inspired the people, who now prepared for a decisive confrontation. United around the master of Avis and the constable, Portugal stood ready to resist. The Castilian army, over 30,000 strong, marched with French knights and Genoese mercenaries. Portugal gathered just over 6,500 men, but they were not alone. English longbowmen, veterans of the 100 Years' War, joined their ranks. They were positioned on the flanks and forward right wing, where their impact would be devastating. Dom Nuno the Constable chose the field of St. George near Aljubarrota with tactical brilliance. He placed the troops atop a flat hill bordered by streams, turning the land into a fortress. He prepared the battlefield with trenches, wooden palisades, and wolf pits, cone-shaped holes lined with sharpened stakes. Camouflaged by brush, they awaited the charging Castilian cavalry. He anticipated a frontal assault and flanking maneuvers, securing the sides with equal care. The Portuguese army was structured with precision. In the center, infantry, armed with spears, swords, and shields. On the flanks, English archers and Portuguese crossbowmen, ready to stop lateral advances. At the vanguard, Dom Nuno the Constable led the front lines himself. In the rearguard, King Dom John first watched with his knights, calm and prepared. Behind them, the Carelhagen, supplies, support, and last defense. On August 14th at midday, the Castilians attacked. Their heavy cavalry charged fiercely, only to break on the palisades and fall into the hidden traps. Flanking maneuvers failed, halted by the deadly crossfire of arrows and bolts. The Portuguese infantry stood firm with discipline and resolve. The Namorados wing, formed by young knights, fought with unmatched courage. Dom Nuno, at the heart of battle, moved like shadow and steel, commanding with faith and military genius. By sunset, the Castilian army lay shattered. Portugal had triumphed against overwhelming odds. Dom John I was acclaimed king. The Avis dynasty was born. And with it, the future of an independent Portugal was secured. In gratitude, the king ordered the construction of the monastery of Batalha, a monument to faith, victory, and liberty. And from among the people a legend rose, Britas de Almeida, the baker of Aljubarrota. The story says she found 7 enemy soldiers hiding in her bakery oven and struck them down with her baker's paddle. More than a tale, she became the symbol of a fearless and unyielding people. The Battle of Aljubarrota was more than a military victory. It was the moment a nation chose its own destiny. The Portuguese had only 2 paths: liberty or death, and in the face of every hardship they chose to rise and fight. It was here at Aljubarrota that the soul of the Inclita Garrison was born, and with it the drive of a nation that dared to discover the world. A legacy born in battle and carried with courage across the ocean.